Anybody don't like it, come see the king. And we're gonna start with 50.
Interview with 50.
For the younger audience, we had like a rap battle thing at one time.
The internet woke up expecting the usual celebrity gossip. But instead it got a rumor so wild it sounded like the plot of a hip-hop action movie. Because according to viral chatter spreading across social media, 50 Cent allegedly had a tense backstage run-in with Jim Jones and T.I. at a concert. And people are claiming security footage leaked showing the moment everything almost went left. Now, if you know anything about rap culture, you already understand why this rumor immediately lit the internet on fire. We're talking about 3 artists with massive personalities, strong opinions, and a long history of speaking their minds without hesitation. Put those names in the same hallway, and fans instantly imagine fireworks. And that's exactly what happened the second the supposed footage started circulating. Timelines across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok turned into full-blown investigation centers. People started zooming in on screenshots, replaying clips, and debating what they thought. They saw like they were analyzing a championship boxing replay. Some fans swear the moment looked tense. Others insist the internet is once again turning a normal backstage interaction into a blockbuster drama. But here's where things get even crazier, because the rumors didn't just stop at they crossed paths backstage. Some posts started claiming there was almost a confrontation, while others said security had to step in before anything serious happened. And once those claims hit social media, the chaos began. Memes exploded. Reaction channels posted breakdown videos. Comment sections turned into full rap debate arenas. Suddenly, everyone had an opinion about what really happened in that hallway. To understand why this story exploded across the internet like a viral wildfire, you have to go back to the exact moment the so-called backstage footage first started circulating online. At first, the clip looked completely ordinary. Just a few seconds of video showing a crowded backstage hallway at a concert venue. Security guards walking around, artists moving through the corridor, people talking loudly over the noise of the event. Nothing about the footage immediately screamed rap drama. But then the captions appeared. Suddenly gossip pages started claiming the clip showed 50 Cent crossing paths with Jim Jones and T.I. backstage, and once those names appeared together in the same headline, the internet instantly switched into detective mode. Fans began reposting the video everywhere with dramatic captions suggesting something serious might have happened. Within minutes, the situation started trending. Some viewers insisted the energy in the clip looked tense. They pointed out the way security guards were positioned nearby and the way the artists seemed to pause when they crossed paths. According to those fans, the moment looked like the beginning of a confrontation that never fully played out. Other viewers completely disagreed. They argued the clip looked like a normal backstage moment that gossip pages were exaggerating for views. Concert venues are chaotic environments, and artists constantly run into each other behind the scenes. What looks dramatic on camera might simply be people talking over loud music and crowded hallways, but logic rarely slows the internet down once a rumor starts spreading, and this rumor had everything needed to become viral. 3 major rap names, a mysterious backstage clip, and the suggestion that security might have stepped in before things escalated. The speculation grew instantly. People began replaying the video frame by frame, like investigators studying security camera footage. Fans zoomed in on body language, facial expressions, and the way each artist seemed to react when they noticed each other. Some viewers believed Jim Jones looked serious in the clip. Others claimed T.I. appeared to be saying something intense while security moved closer. A few fans even insisted they could see tension in the way the group stood in the hallway, but again, not everyone saw it that way. Many people argued that the internet was reading way too much into a blurry clip. They pointed out that concerts are busy environments where artists constantly move around, and conversations often look intense simply because everyone is speaking loudly. Still, the debate only made the story bigger. Hip-hop blogs quickly jumped on the situation. Headlines started appearing suggesting there had been a backstage showdown involving rap heavyweights. Reaction channels began posting breakdown videos explaining what they believed might have happened in the hallway. Within hours, the clip had spread across nearly every major social media platform. And of course, the memes arrived because when the internet gets hold of a mysterious moment like this, humor always follows close behind. Some fans joked that the clip looked like the opening scene of a WWE backstage fight, where security stands nearby waiting for someone to throw the first punch. Others compared the situation to a Zeus Network reality show moment, where cameras capture the exact second before chaos breaks out. But the most interesting part of the entire story was something that hadn't happened yet. None of the artists involved had responded. No statement from 50 Cent. No. Explanation from Jim Jones. No. Clarification from T.I. And that silence made the internet even more curious, because historically, 50 Cent rarely ignores viral rumors involving his name. The rapper has built an entire reputation around responding to drama with sarcasm, trolling, and jokes that instantly go viral. So naturally, fans started waiting. Would he post a meme mocking the rumor? Would Jim Jones explain what really happened backstage? Would T.I. jump online and shut the speculation down? Or would the entire story turn out to be nothing more than an internet misunderstanding blown out of proportion? As the speculation continued spreading, something else started happening. Fans began digging into the history between these artists. Old interviews resurfaced. Past rap industry rivalries were mentioned. Previous comments and playful jabs between rappers started circulating again. None of those moments directly confirmed the rumor. But they added fuel to the internet's imagination, because once fans believe there might be tension between artists, every past interaction suddenly becomes part of the storyline. People began connecting dots between old statements and the new footage, trying to figure out whether the backstage moment hinted at something deeper. Meanwhile, the clip kept spreading. INFLUENCERS posted reaction videos. Hip-hop commentators debated the situation. Fans argued endlessly in comment sections. And the more people talked about it, the bigger the story became. But the craziest part of this entire situation, the original video itself still didn't clearly show any confrontation. It simply showed a brief moment where three major rap figures appeared to cross paths backstage. Yet somehow, that short clip had already turned into one of the most talked about rumors in hip-hop circles. And just when the internet thought it had analyzed every possible detail, new reactions started appearing that made the situation look even more dramatic. Because once fans, influencers, and hip-hop commentators began weighing in on the alleged showdown, the story was about to get a whole lot louder. Now, if you thought the internet would calmly debate that backstage clip for a few hours and then move on, yeah, that's not how viral rap drama works. Because the moment gossip pages started pushing the narrative that Jim Jones and T.I. confronted 50 Cent, social media basically turned into a giant hip-hop courtroom. Everyone suddenly became an expert analyst. Fans were replaying the footage like it was the final round of a championship boxing match. People zoomed in on security guards, hand gestures, even the way the artists turned their heads in the hallway. Some viewers swore the tension was obvious, while others insisted the internet was reaching harder than a rapper stretching a rhyme scheme. But once a rumor gets momentum online, it rarely slows down. Hip-hop blogs immediately started posting dramatic headlines about a possible backstage showdown. Reaction channels uploaded breakdown videos with titles that sounded like movie trailers. Suddenly, every content creator with Wi-Fi had a theory about what might have happened in that hallway. And the memes. Oh, the memes arrived like a tidal wave. Some fans joked that the clip looked like the start of a WWE Backstage Brawl, where security is waiting for the bell to ring before chaos breaks out. Others compared it to a Zeus Network reality show scene where producers whisper, "Roll the cameras," right before a cast member throws a drink. The internet was having way too much fun. But things really got interesting when fans started digging into the history between the rappers involved. Because if there's one thing hip-hop culture loves, it's revisiting old moments. Suddenly, people were sharing past interviews, throwback clips, and comments from years ago, where these artists had mentioned each other. Some fans claimed those old clips showed subtle tension between 50 Cent and Jim Jones from previous industry conversations. Others pointed out moments where T.I. had spoken about respect in rap competition, which people began interpreting through the lens of the new rumor. None of it confirmed the confrontation, but it definitely kept the story alive. Because when the internet starts connecting past moments to present rumors, the narrative grows 10 times bigger. Comment sections turned into full debate arenas. One group of fans insisted the body language in the clip looked too serious to be random. They argued that security seemed extra alert, which suggested the situation might have been tense behind the scenes. Another group pushed back hard. They said backstage environments at concerts are naturally chaotic. Artists move quickly, security guards stand close to everyone, and conversations often look intense simply because people are talking over loud music and crowded spaces. In other words, the clip might not mean anything dramatic at all, but the internet rarely settles for simple explanations. Meanwhile, fans continued waiting for the one reaction everyone expected. 50 Cent. Because historically, 50 has turned internet rumors into comedy gold. Whether he's posting sarcastic captions, trolling people on Instagram, or dropping memes that roast entire situations, he's practically built a second career out of entertaining social media. So naturally, people kept refreshing his page. Would he laugh the rumor off with a meme? Would he address the alleged confrontation directly? Or would he ignore the situation completely and let the internet argue with itself? Every minute he stayed silent made the speculation louder. Some fans believed he was simply enjoying watching the internet debate the story. Others predicted he might eventually respond with a joke that turns the entire rumor into viral comedy. And honestly, both possibilities seemed very realistic. Meanwhile, something else started happening as the conversation continued. The story began shifting from the footage itself to the culture of rap, beef, and internet rumors. Some hip-hop fans argued that competition has always been part of rap. Artists exchange words, challenge each other lyrically, and sometimes those rivalries create legendary moments in music history. Others said social media has changed the way fans interpret those interactions. Now, every look, every comment, every hallway encounter gets analyzed like it's part of a hidden storyline, and that's exactly what seemed to be happening with this clip, because even though the video didn't clearly show a confrontation, the internet had already turned it into a dramatic narrative. Reaction channels continued posting updates. Fans kept debating the footage. Memes spread faster than the original clip. The situation had become a full internet spectacle. But just when people thought the story couldn't get any bigger, new reactions from fans and influencers started pushing the conversation into an even wilder direction, because now the debate wasn't just about whether the confrontation happened. It was about what might happen next. Would one of the rappers finally address the rumor? Would another video appear showing more of the backstage moment? Or would the entire situation eventually turn out to be a giant misunderstanding fueled by social media speculation? The truth remained unclear, but one thing was certain: the internet wasn't done with this story yet, because once fans started imagining what could have happened in that hallway, the drama surrounding that alleged showdown was about to reach an entirely new level. By the time the internet finished replaying the alleged backstage footage, the situation had already transformed into something much bigger than the original clip. What started as a short hallway video had now become one of those viral hip-hop mysteries that people couldn't stop talking about. And honestly, watching the whole situation unfold felt like a chaotic episode of a rap reality show titled "The Backstage Moment Nobody Can Explain." Because after hours of debates, memes, and reaction videos, one thing became crystal clear: nobody actually knew what really happened. Some viewers remained convinced the clip showed a tense confrontation between 50 Cent, Jim Jones, and T.I. They argued the body language looked serious, and the presence of security guards nearby suggested that something might have been brewing behind the scenes, but others completely rejected that idea. They pointed out that backstage areas during concerts are always intense environments. Artists are rushing to performances, security teams are managing crowds, and people often talk loudly to be heard over the noise. What might look dramatic on camera could easily be a normal interaction in a chaotic setting. And honestly, both perspectives made sense, because the video itself didn't clearly show any argument, shouting, or physical confrontation. It simply captured a moment where several major artists appeared to cross paths in a crowded backstage hallway. But by that point, the internet had already written its own storyline. Memes kept spreading across social media like wildfire. Some fans joked that the clip looked like the beginning of a Marvel crossover scene, where characters from different storylines suddenly meet in one hallway before chaos unfolds. Others compared the moment to a reality show reunion episode, where security stands nearby just in case someone throws the first verbal jab. The internet was fully entertained. But the most interesting part of the entire saga was the silence from the people involved. 50 Cent, Jim, Jonest, none of them had publicly confirmed or denied the rumor. And that silence created an even bigger sense of suspense. Fans kept refreshing social media pages, waiting for someone to finally speak. Because historically, moments like this rarely stay unanswered forever, especially when 50 Cent's name is trending. Over the years, 50 has built a reputation for responding to internet drama in ways that instantly go viral. Sometimes he posts sarcastic captions. Sometimes he drops memes that roast the entire situation. And occasionally, his reactions end up being even more entertaining than the original rumor. So naturally, the internet kept waiting. Would he joke about the rumor? Would Jim Jones explain what actually happened backstage? Would he step in and clarify the moment? Or would the artist simply ignore the speculation and let the internet keep arguing with itself? Meanwhile, as the viral excitement slowly began fading from trending pages, fans started noticing something important. The entire situation had become a perfect example of how modern internet culture works. Think about it. One short clip appears online. Gossip pages attach dramatic captions. Fans begin speculating. Within hours, millions of people are debating what might have happened between some of the biggest names in hip-hop. In other words, the internet doesn't just report stories anymore. It creates them. Because even if nothing dramatic actually happened backstage, the online reaction turned that moment into a massive narrative. Fans debated it, influencers reacted to it, and memes kept the conversation alive. The footage itself remained mysterious, but the reaction to the footage became the real story, and in a strange way, that's what made the entire situation so fascinating. Because behind all the jokes, debates, and speculation, the truth is simple. The only people who truly know what happened in that hallway are the ones who were actually there. Everyone else is simply interpreting a few seconds of video through the lens of internet drama. But that hasn't stopped the conversation, even. As the story slowly began fading from the front page of social media, fans continued debating whether the clip hinted at deeper tension in the rap world, or if it was simply a misunderstood moment captured on camera. And that lingering mystery left one final question hanging in the air. Did 50 Cent, Jim Jones, and T.I. really have a tense backstage showdown? Or did the internet accidentally turn a completely normal moment into the biggest hip-hop rumor of the week? Because knowing how unpredictable celebrity drama can be, and honestly, if this entire situation proves anything, it's that the internet can turn 10 seconds of blurry backstage footage into a full Hollywood drama faster than you can refresh your timeline. One hallway clip, 3 legendary rap names, and suddenly social media turns into the world's loudest investigation team. People slowed the video down, zoomed in on body language, started creating theories like it was a detective movie. At this point, the internet is basically a mix of rap historians, security analysts, and reality show commentators all arguing at the same time. But now the real question is for you. Do You think there was actually tension between 50 Cent, Jim Jones, and T.I. backstage, or did the internet completely exaggerate a normal moment between artists? Because let's be honest, once gossip pages add dramatic captions, the comments section turns into a battlefield faster than a rap. Battle on stage. Some fans swear the clip shows serious
Tension. Others say the entire rumor is just another example
of social media turning nothing into something huge, but the real debate happens right down in the comment section. So drop your opinion below and tell us what you think really happened backstage. Was it a real showdown between